It's quite cold outside. More cabin hype. Good morning, PC Kelly. Right, let's rest. The cost of resting increases with each use temporarily, but eventually reset after a period of time. What are we doing? Picking the time we want to sleep till? What time's sunrise? 7? 250? Why am I... why am I being charged to rest? It's ridiculous. Can I just kip in my tent for free then? Is it going to charge me to use my own tent, or can I... That's insane. Where's my tent? How do I use my tent then? Inventory, portable structures, tent. Put that into 9. I think if you use tent, it's free. We'll find out. Sleep in my pink tent tonight, I don't care. No, it's still going to charge me. But I get charged less. It's only cost me 188 to sleep in my tent. Because it's not like a travel lodge that rips you off. Right. Okay, how do we pick up the... There you go. Not paying to sleep in that. Why would I want to do that then? Okay, mission log. Let's go and... Wild boar. Wild boar. Let's do that. Track mission. Let's see what that is. Oh my life. Can you be a bit more specific? Okay. Let's go over to here then. Get attacked by wildlife. I think the boar, the bears can attack you. That's why you have a health bar. Biggest two-man tent? What, a pink two-man tent? It's beautiful. G'day, Bugsy. You think wild boar can also charge? Well, how much do they charge? Two-wheel hype! Well, I'm a bit ski bay. Objective complete. Uh-oh. I flipped it. I did an Aussie. I did an Aussie Osborne and lost some health. Any animal can hurt you if it tramples on you. Great. Some XP here. Many small lakes, blah blah blah, mosquitoes, blah blah blah. That's a buildable structure. Wow. So that will tell us everything in the area, won't it? That's going to be tricky to get to. Look at that path. Oh my god. I've lost the path. You should look at a game called They Are Billions. What the heck? They should have given you a Jeep, not a quad. That would be too easy. Wait, where's the trail? Come on. That way. There we go. Look at that. Look at the God rays. Brown bear? Just now? Oh my god! There's a brown bear here. I'm out of here. I'm not staying around for that. I was wondering if it was like wild boar or something. Hey SRB, not bad. Reindeer. Can't kill a bear with the rifle we've got. I can barely kill a deer. These are all reindeer tracks. There's just tons of reindeer around here. Follow the trail all the way up to here. Knife it, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a real plan. Well, that looks like a wild boar track, actually. Siberian musk deer, okay. Wait, wasn't one of the missions a Siberian musk deer? A local musk deer. Yeah, this one. Travel to Lesney Lands. You have to get it from a specific place. We're not in... Are we in the Lesney Lands? I don't know where that is. Yeah, that's over here. Okay, we can't do that. Not easy, even on a quad like this. The Eurasian lynx is an elusive predator that relies primarily on its excellent eyesight to hunt and detect threats. In other words, good luck. Just now? There's no way I'd ever catch a Eurasian lynx, but I imagine the XP's pretty good if you did. Hey, Muffins. You want a 38 Magnum with a 40 times scope? Yeah. Yeah, it's running. I rocked up on the quad bike while it was like doing its business, and it was like See ya. I'm out of here. That weird noise. Is that the lynx? Reindeer droppings just now. Lynx is hard to track. It's like the fox, but a lot more careful and easily scared. I guess you've got to be super patient with it.
Aye, aye, aye.
It's just tracks absolutely everywhere. Look at it. Speedy 12 driver. 100 bits. Good to see Mr. Score didn't kill you. Yes, I was pleased with that as well. That's walking. It's calmed down. Benjamin, did we do that, Benjamin? 100 bits. Good to see you again. What's that? This thing's running again. Thought you'd after piggies. I am, but I'm... It's a warning call. I'm also after anything I can to skill up my rifle. They know I'm here. They know something's here. Very fresh. They're here. Oh my god, it was like right next to me. What a scumbag. There was one like 20 meters. I didn't see it. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm crouching. So basically, if you look here, these icons, they show your heart rate, if you like, visibility, and how much noise you're making. So if I crouch, it reduces my noise and helps visibility as well. Because I know they're like really, really, really close. By really close, I mean very close. Left lung and heart, 100% score. We'll take it. Polymer bullets. They're not bad, eh? Right, let's go back to my little ATV thingy, wherever it's gone. There, more XP for the win. Why does my auto run not work? It's supposed to be caps lock. Run toggle caps lock. Auto walks G. Aha, okay. Press G, then press caps lock. Hands free, cup of tea. If they've had this in DayZ, that would have been a very different game. Rather than have to get RSI holding down Shift W. Jules, what did you do to make Mrs. Squirrel upset? Nothing really, Jules. I just bought a 55-inch OLED 4K screen and stuck it on the wall when she was out. I mean, you know. On a scale, it's not so bad. Yeah, you can play multiplayer, Leanna. Exactly. It was Black Friday. I had to do it. I had to. You have to do these things on Black Friday. I got a cracking deal. That's what I told her. Wait, what? I didn't know there was another house here. We shall claim it. And make it our own and put a dodgy flag on top. Yes, it's the LG one. It is indeed. Okay, we need to go further round. Yeah, she enjoyed a spa day. As I say, I did it on the perfect day. It was a perfect storm. Black Friday sales lining up with Mrs. Squirrel on a spa day and a day out with her friends. So I got all the buffs you get from that. You get all the buffs from the Black Friday deal, all the buffs from having a nice day out with her friend, minus the sheer shock and rage of finding a 55-inch screen on your wall when you come home. And it kind of equaled itself out. It was lovely. It was like a work of art. It was a good deal. A TV that retails at $3,000 for $1,350. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. God, this game is beautiful, man. So nice. Okay. I don't think I know of any game that's quite as detailed as this in scenery. It's not even repetitive, it's just incredibly detailed. And then so well lit, look at that. Just look at that. Mind-blowing. You're a genius, should try that next time. Yep. Just buy it and then deal with it later. No, the 65 Boom Shark, the 65-inch was about almost £1,000 more. And if you look at the space where I have my TV, it would not really have fit very well. It would have looked very awkward and be very badly positioned. 55 is actually perfect for my location. And to be honest with you, you know, £1,300 on a TV is quite enough for me. Going higher was just not really an option. There's the tower. You gave the missus a Spy on the shops at Co-ops. It's a nice change. Oh my god, look at that draw distance. That's impressive. Your TV license, does it cost more? No. You just pay one TV license. It doesn't matter how many TVs or viewing devices you have. You only pay one TV license. Russie, thank you for 17 months, Russie. Go up here, jump off the top, land in a hay bale. Job done. Oh wait, wrong game. Look at that. It's even got trees, even at that distance. Very impressive. No, only EA has the Frostbite engine. This is an engine called begins with an A. It's like not Summit. It means a word like Summit. It begins with A, I think. Does anybody remember? It's not Unreal, no. It's their own engine. It's not Aurora. Apex, yeah, Apex. Something. It sounds like Summit begins with an A. Apex engine. Right then. So I think what we'll do is we'll fast travel back to here. And then go boar hunting. Actually, is there anywhere I can... I'd like to get a hut up here, really, but I don't think there is one. I presume it would show it on here if there was a hut like that one, though. White means that we've got it, I guess. Green means to be discovered. So this trail only goes through here, but there's no trail that goes into this bit. The only trail that goes into this bit comes through here. The trail there actually ends. Can't really get down there. I'd like to get that unlocked. Because in the mission log, the sick boar... We just need to find boar around here, don't we? I don't know what other games are on this engine, to be honest. They should have more, though, because it's an incredible engine. Okay, let's go looking for stuff. I take it when it puts a blood splatter, it means I've killed something here recently, so that's now a kill zone, so all the animals will avoid it or something? Is that what it means? What was all that boar that we saw? Was it around here? Or was it over here? I think we should go there somewhere. If we can. That way. Purple is hunting pressure. Suppression zones, yes, animals avoid them. Right, okay. I guess that stops you from just farming an area, doesn't it? Makes sense. They go away after a while, several days. Several days? Wow. That's a long time. To find out where the wild boar like to hang out. Bless that suspension. Honestly, this thing is quite tricky to drive. In real life, it's even worse, I think. I never felt safe on a quad bike. I felt more safe on a motorbike than I did on a quad bike. That's a bar. 100% that's a bar footprint. Mm-hmm. It's running! Fear me. It knows there's a professional hunter after it. And me as well. Where do wild boar like to hang out? Does it tell us in the codex? Wildlife. Wild boar. Behavior, easily agitated and aggressive. Deciduous forests and open fields. Active during the night. Recommended equipment. Weapon class 2. A wild boar call and a wild boar scent. None of these things I have. Good stuff. Professional quad bike hunter. Yeah, that's me. Where do you see the class of the weapon? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Does it tell us in the weapons? Don't know. It doesn't say class 1, does it? No idea. You have a class, you have a weapon class 2 as the polymer tip is a class 2 bullet. Ah, okay, there you go. Where to begin our hunt? Mr. David John Gibbons, how you doing? Oh, I'm heading the wrong way, really. Look at this way. Back towards the water. Your nan's dog died last night. Sorry to hear that, Bimbot. Not seen any tracks at this point. Is it fun? I think this game's awesome, dude. You're literally under the weather. Do you know what? It's funny you should say that, but I woke up this morning and I just felt really rough. Bizarre. I had a coffee and it took me a while to wake up, but then I'm okay now, but yeah, I felt a bit under the weather this morning. Maybe it's the weather. Eurasian lynx. No chance. Not a chance. What's the best way, guys, of going to a spot where we can hunt wild boar? What are we looking for? Thank you, Olipa. Eurasian lynx. No good to me. No good to me. You went to bed at 3 AM after some racing, got woken up at 8:30. That didn't help. Well, I went to bed and got woken up at 4 AM by my daughter phoning to get a lift. So that didn't help either. I had a go at her this morning. Well, not had a go at her. Told her I wasn't impressed. Ball-like tight undergrowth. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, where do I go on the map for that? I don't know where I can find that. Look at the detail. Like, some of the trees are bent. Some of the trees have fallen over. It's crazy. Yeah, I think my daughter forgets that, you know, whilst it's okay for her to go out partying and staying up till 4 AM, that's what teenagers do. And if you want to do that, that's great for you, but don't start waking everybody else up. You like the mug? It's a Whiteland mug. What was she doing at 4 AM? She was in town, doing what teenagers do. There's nothing around here. Nothing around here at all. Let's go back that way. Well, exactly, Scottish. But then she says she doesn't take a taxi because she had no money. She had money to go out, but didn't have money for a taxi. Go figure. The mind of a teenager is a wonderful thing. The logic chip has not yet been implanted. You know what I mean? Nah, she doesn't do drugs. There was a friend who was, that she was telling me yesterday how she suddenly started, she's like got like a little bag of cocaine out and started taking cocaine, and my daughter was like, no. No, 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 no. And then just backed off from her now. You know, just nope. What day is it? 9 in the morning. They're just not active at this time. Maybe 9 in the morning is the wrong time of day for a wild boar. Hey Camilla, welcome. Well, my son doesn't drink at all. My daughters only drink when they go out, which is fair enough. None of them smoke, none of them do drugs. I can't really ask for more, can I, as a parent? I think that's spot on. I mean, I kind of feel like it's important for your kids to try alcohol, but then make their own decision about whether they like it or not. Wait. The heck is that? This wasn't... Hey? This wasn't the mission, but it looks identical to the one earlier. Norway has a teenager card you can use for trains, buses and tram, but the problem is that the buses and trains has got few departures. Yeah, we don't have a thing like that. Is this something that you can interact with? Nope. What's the point of that then? Right, I'm clearly in the wrong area or the wrong time of day, so let's try the, let's try one of the other missions. Scenic weather. You to track snowfall at the old fishing village. Can you photo the location for me? Alright, tell me where that is. Let's go and do that while waiting for animals to turn up. Wow, okay. In that case, we'll fast travel to here, grab the ATV and drive over. Jules, you brought them up well, GG on you. Thank you, Jules. I think you got to be realistic with teenagers, you know, with your kids. Like, if you try to stop them, deny them from having things, that kind of makes them want it more. At the same time, you don't want them trying things that you can't recover well from, you know. There are some things you shouldn't try, full stop. But other things, like smoking or alcohol, you know, they're going to get exposed to it. Might as well find out they don't like it. Where the heck is the path gone? But I live in the real world, so do they. Skev, thank you for the resume. Can you go online, Bimbot, with this game? Yes, you can play multiplayer with up to 7 other people. So you can start a session and other people can join it, or you can join somebody else's session. And then you can either, like, just hunt together, or you can do your own thing. It's up to you. You found out everything the hard way, MJ. I think it's a combination of education along with, you know, a little bit of monitoring to make sure they don't go off track. I think this is the thing we have to photograph here, look. Hang on, there's a tower thing there, which I don't really want. Oh boy, that could be a cliff. Hung! Yeah. That doesn't look like ATV territory to me. Oh god. Reverse! Reverse! That's a nope. Well, yeah, exactly. But the thing is about common sense, though, Nihans, is you have to kind of develop it. You know what I mean? You're not... Nobody's really born with common sense. There's a certain amount of... Crikey. There's a certain amount of information passing that has to happen so that they get an idea about common sense. Because it's not that common in my experience. A lot of people don't have any. Oh man, I didn't see that at all. Bit of education. Bit of nurturing. Let me just check this track while we're here. A moose. Loose. About this hoose. Who was that? Insane Lee. Thank you for the host, Insane Lee. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yes, the vehicle takes damage. So if you look at this bar here, the blue one, that is the vehicle health bar. And when you reset the vehicle, it goes back to it. You see I hit that, then it took some damage. When you reset the vehicle, it will get its health bar back. Your mum smokes and he always hated smoking, ETS fan. Well, my mum smoked, my dad smoked, and they did it in the house until I was about 13. And then we decorated the house, and I never forget, we were putting paint on the wall. And the colour difference between the wall, which had obviously smoke on it, which had basically gone yellow, and the paint that was going on, even my mum went, yeah, we're not smoking indoors anymore. So they started smoking outside. But, I used to, like, they used to smoke in the living room. I used to leave. I thought it was disgusting. I was just coughing. My eyes were hurting. I was like, I can't stay in here. So that more or less put me off smoking. Because it was just horrible. But I don't have a problem with people who want to smoke. That's their choice. You know, they're aware of the health problems, but it's like my mum, you know, she says it calmed her down. She smoked because it calmed her down. That's what she said. How can I argue with that? There's no logic in it, but if it calms her down, it's probably more of a psychological thing. But physically, it's doing its damage, so you just got to let it go, haven't you? It's her choice. She's an adult. She makes her own decisions. What do you do? I think this is the thing we have to photograph. I think. You have to get it from a particular angle, or... That didn't seem to trigger it, did it? Hang on, let's try the mission log again. What did it say? Need to track snowfall at the old fishing village. Can you photo the location? Oh, that's a different aerial. Hang on. That's a different thing. We're in the right place, but that's not the right thing. Quit smoking 3 years ago. You miss it every day. It's a nasty addiction. Hardest long-time struggle I ever had. I believe it. Atlanta Dark. I believe it. A lot of people do get addicted to it. It's the nicotine, isn't it? Did you ever watch that film? Oh, what was it called? I think it's the one with Julia Roberts. And it was based on a true story. About her investigation, like directly linking smoking with the health issues. And there was the smoking companies back in the 70s categorized cigarettes as nicotine delivery mechanisms. That's what they call them. It's a bit like the way TV advertisers consider TV to be content, and then which is their adverts, and then everything else, which is the programs. Like, as far as they're concerned, it's just an ad delivery mechanism. And the cigarettes are nicotine delivery mechanisms. It's interesting the way people look at things. What is this aerial then? Maybe it's over here. You get addicted with Star Trek. Slick Rick, thank you for 2 months. Yeah, I remember when tobacco advertising got banned. Because, like, you know, the World Snooker Championships were always the Embassy World Snooker Championships. And Embassy, of course, is a cigarette. So when they banned tobacco advertising, it was no longer the Embassy World Snooker Championship. And you used to have Formula 1 cars that were like jet black and it said John Player Special on them. You had red and white ones, Marlboro. And that all got banned as well. Just after some boar here. I can't find this aerial, guys. Yeah, John Player was Lotus. That's right. Benson and Hedges, yep. Benson and Hedges Cup. Does anybody know where this thing is? Because I'm struggling to find it. It must be here. Come on. It's got to be on this bit. This is the fishing village. This is the right area. This is a giant aerial. But this is the wrong aerial. Which means there's another one. So where would they put that? On the coast? We have a gun at the moment, just the basic gun. You believe you need to photo the correct building, you struggle to find it. It doesn't look like a building on the thing, though. It looks like an aerial. Photograph the fishing village. Oh, hang on. Photograph the fishing village. Maybe we don't photograph the aerial. Maybe we just photograph this. Okay. We've leveled up, we've got a new perk, and we got $1,000 for taking a photograph. I'll take that. Let's have a look at our perks. Skill point available. So we've got Steady Hands, which is decreased wobble when in aim mode using any weapon. We've got Breath Control. Decreased heart rate penalty from exhaling, which reduces the cooldown until your breath can be held again. Or we could go for more muscle memory, increased ready speed after firing for all weapons. So that's basically take a second shot quicker, hold your breath for longer, as it were, and then less wobble when you're aiming, using any weapon. I think I'll go for Steady Hands. Can't like the sound of that. Yeah, Kenny, it's weird, isn't it? Like, gambling sites are allowed to advertise, like Betfair and stuff. Gambling's fine. You know, but... Oh, hang on. To the west is another village. Go to the island just off the wetlands. Another photo equals another reward. Okay. Mission log. Scenic weather number 2. Ooh. We can actually travel along the ice to that one quite easily. Nobody saw that. Look at this thing, doesn't need fuel. Loot boxes are a form of gambling according to the game authorities in Belgium and Netherlands. Yeah, I know that loot boxes are finally having something done about it. Do you know what annoys me about loot boxes? Is the sheer amount of YouTubers I see that do not advertise that properly. Like, hi guys, we're just going to open this loot crate today, blah 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 blah. And they don't advertise the video as sponsored, even though it blatantly is. And it really annoys me. But that's up to the ASA. I can't tell you how many times loot crates have approached me with like stuff, and I'm like, dude, just don't. If you really think my simulation-loving fans are going to be interested in your loot crate, yeah, but you can open one of these and we'll pay you this money. I'm like, I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. I've turned down so many things, but loot crates is just never. Never, 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 never. They're absolutely rubbish. Like, I opened the box and it was like, are you kidding me? I would not promote this. You don't feel like loot crate's gambling? No, I was more on about the advertising side with loot crate. Why are the tracks here? What's this? Musk deer. Yeah, you have to, by law, you're meant to declare all sponsorships, exactly. If you get an item for free, you have to say so. If you get paid to make a video, then you have to say so and mark it sponsored. That's the way it works. I mean, in the early days of YouTube, you can be forgiven for breaking the rules, but now, you've got to be kidding. Like, you'd have to be completely naive to break the rules now.